Welcome to my presentation on teacher evaluation and legal issues. First, teacher evaluation has for a long time been seen here recently as ineffective. Many districts making their own evaluation measures, having a checklist and typically a visit, maybe two, didn't play a part in professional development at all, no collaboration whatsoever between the administration and teachers. A change was needed. A wave of research on teacher quality led many to believe that effective evaluations would boost teacher effectiveness. The efforts of advocacy groups and policymakers and political pressure to dismiss poorly performing teachers played a major role. Two ways of seeing teacher evaluation. One, help districts tailor ongoing supports. This would be very constructive and more typically used as identifying and removing bad teachers quickly and efficiently. It gives justifications to why you're being let go. The government acted to encourage states to put forward a uniform teacher evaluation platform. They created Race to the Top in 2009. States develop teacher evaluation systems that incorporate student learning, seen as a major component in effective teachers. The NEA therefore put forward its proposals on what a proper evaluation should look like. They thought it needed to be comprehensive, with its purpose being to improve knowledge, skills, dispositions of teachers, and the classroom practices of teachers. They therefore put forward 6 principles for how to develop or reform the evaluations. First, it needed to be safe with open collaboration, measures based on multiple ratings and clear teaching standards, integrated, validated evaluation measures, teacher input on outcomes, and created jointly with teachers. A lot of collaboration built into this. The goals of effective teaching were to have high expectations, positive academic, attitudinal, and social outcomes for the students, monitor student progress aggressively and continuously, value diversity and civic mindedness, and collaborate for student success with parents, community, administration, and other teachers. They said the quality teacher is a person who designs their own instruction that incorporates student skills, levels, and interests with content knowledge, has collaborative relationships, leads and advocates for education and students, in-depth content and professional knowledge, ongoing professional learning, multiple forms of assessment, establish environment conducive to effective teaching and learning, integrates cultural competence and understanding, professional practice, and overcomes barriers to student learning. This builds into their teaching standards, with their goal being to empower every learner to take ownership of their learning, to integrate with the curriculum and questions to real-world problems, show value for differences, and leverage learning environments. The standards are learner development, learning differences, learning environments, content knowledge, application of content, assessment, planning for instruction, instructional strategies, professional learning and ethical practice, leadership and collaboration. This also follows the National Board of Professional Teaching Standards. Teachers are committed to students and their learning. Teachers know subjects and how to teach. Teachers are responsible for managing and monitoring student learning. Teachers think systematically and learn from experience. Teachers are members of learning communities. And the research has shown teacher evaluation must have a linked and integrated system. A good example is the TAP system. Has multiple career paths, applied professional growth, focused accountability, and performance-based compensation. If your students do better, you get paid more. Validated evaluation measures showed in BEST or TEAM. Has portfolio assessment, multiple evaluators, and preceded by 2 years of mentoring and targeted support to prepare teachers for this assessment. Very time-consuming, not quick. And it must have establishing credibility. It needs to be developed with administration, teachers, and other stakeholders in design, development, and revision of the system, shown in example with PAR. My district's teacher evaluation system. We use KEEP. You fill in self-assessment rubric, fill out goals, put in artifacts, formal and informal observations, conferences, and exit comments and rating. At this time, there is no recourse option that is known to the teachers here in district. The only option would be to file legal action. Now, teacher effectiveness versus teacher quality. Student outcomes determine teacher effectiveness. Research has shown this to be the better indicator of a good teacher. Teacher qualifications are what determine teacher quality. Validity of evaluation instruments. You need to have training with scoring and training, generalizability, and extrapolation. You need to be able to apply it to everyone and extrapolate it for all circumstances. The implication and interpretation. So far, courts have backed state evaluation initiatives. New York actually overturned their first teacher evaluation tool, saying it was too arbitrary. The teachers' unions and teachers said that poverty was not accounted for in the state test score-based formula. They are currently coming out with a new model that is, again, getting a lot of New Yorkers up in arms. The union, while they say that evaluation needs to have some kind of compensation to pay, they actually sue over that very issue. They also sue over the including of standardized test scores into the evaluation. And they say it's all a political issue. If you're a Republican, you want this. If you're a Democrat, you want that. The legal issues. How was the system put in place? Grading components, baseline fairness, blah, blah, blah. Does it affect tenure? The answer would be yes. To follow legal issues, in reflecting on all this information, you have to keep up to date with online sources and groups and try to make for sure that you are checking in on this on a frequent basis, because we live in a rapid and ever-changing legal environment. When you hear about something, research it. Don't just take anything at face value. Thank you.